Confidentiality is the heart of the attorney-client relationship. It ensures trust, protect rights, and uphold justice. But what happens when ethical dilemmas challenge this sacred duty? In Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija, lawyers face tough choices in balancing attorney-client privilege with professional ethics. In this study, we uncover their struggles, insights, and solutions to these pressing legal challenges, entitled Exploring Lawyers' Ethical Dilemmas in Upholding Attorney-Client Privileges in Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija.
To understand these ethical dilemmas, we spoke with 3 experienced lawyers from Cabanatuan City. They share their real-world experiences and the difficult decisions they must make in their practice.
We practice general law, general practice of law. We practice all kinds, civil cases, labor, land, and consultations, notaries. Yeah.
Specialization ko more on mga drug cases.
So, halo-halo yan. May civil cases, may criminal cases, may special proceedings, yun nga. Then, meron din mga labor cases.
Currently, my 5th year of practice of law.
7 years na ako in practice.
Ano pa lang, 2 years.
2 years.
In practice pa.
We ask the participants to define attorney-client's privilege and why it is important to their profession.
First off, well, attorney-client privilege comes with the relationship in general of an attorney and client. It's rooted in law or in our code of professional responsibility. You are engaged by a client, you bound confidentiality with that client.
Attorney-client privilege, sacred sa akin yan. Hindi ako religious pero yung attorney-client privilege, yan yung talagang parang sinasamba ko, parang ganun. That's sacred, na kapag binayolate ko yan, wala akong karapatang maging lawyer.
Personally, ang attorney-client privilege is a way of protecting privilege communication between the lawyer and the client.
Why do I think it's important? Because every matter related to you specifically applies for a person.
Ganun, napakahalaga niyan kasi kung walang attorney-client privilege, wala nang kliyente ang magtitiwala sa'yo. Kasi
It's important to our profession kasi kailangan sa client i-disclose niya yung details of the case. So, kailangan wala siyang delikado, kailangan sabihin na yung lahat para naman kami ay ma-elect namin yung kanyang case.
General question 1. What are the ethical dilemmas often faced by lawyers, particularly in relation to attorney-client privileges?
I'm often faced with my opinion as a person or as an observer and my strategy as a lawyer.
so, on my part, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na hindi ko pwedeng aminin sa korte na talagang peki yung ginamit niyang dokumento. Most of the time, sa mga civil cases, nag-a-arise yan, lalo na kapag sa usaping lupa.
Sa mga yan yung mga action sila na ano siya, illegal. Ibaba, they commit perjury. Parang hindi nila sinasabi kasi yung totoo. Halimbawa, lalo na sa magkapatid, usually alam nila yung background ng kanilang property. So minsan siguro alam nila na, halimbawa, ibinigay niya yung asset nila, pero i-deny niya yun kasi gusto niya makuha. Gusto niyang maangkin. Gusto niyang doon sa property nila.
As an officer of the court, kasi if you dig deep sa code of professional responsibility and accountability, we as a lawyer, courts muna kami bago to the client, yung commitment namin. So, as an officer of the court, I have to report it. Diba? But, ako naman, like, I'm also the lawyer of my client. Even if, personally, nakakagalit yung ginawa niya sa akin, I still have to report it. So, it conflicted me. Why? Because the case, I think, I can win that case.
Meron ding mga ethical dilemmas na yung client mo gusto niyang sapilitang pasukin. Kung ako naman ang abogado, sasabihin ko, from a legal standpoint po ako, pwede niyo yung pasukin kasi wala naman silang ebidensya laban sa inyo. Kaya lang, ethically, syempre, hindi ethical yun, di ba? Hindi ethical yung sasabihin mo sa client mo, sige, pilitin mong pasukin, bahala na siya. Kaya nga lang, dahil gusto natin na mabilis yung solusyon para sa kliyente, ayaw na natin patagalin pa yung na magkasuhan pa na inaabot ng 10 years, yun yung ina-advise natin.
Formulated themes: conflict between duties to court and clients, prevention of future crimes, client perjury, conflict of interest. General question 2. How do lawyers handle these dilemmas related to attorney-client privileges in their practice?
Una, I don't tolerate. And yung principal kasi ng law firm namin, yung line na yun, since we're not that, hindi kami dirty practice, quote unquote. So when you cross that line, withdraw kami. So, that is actually also an ethical standard that I'm really proud of. So, 5 years na din tong firm kung gano'n ako katagal. So, that is the standard I hold by since I went home. So, hanggang ngayon, proud ako kasi like, never kaming nag-bribe just to win.
In the future, make sure na meron kayong authority over your client. Kapag wala kayong authority over your client, huwag niyong tanggapin. Matatensyon nyo naman yan sa simula pa lang. So, kapag may authority ka sa client, may sinabi siyang hindi maganda na gagawin niya, pipigilan ko agad.
Formulated themes: adherence to the Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability, CPRA, educate clients about attorney privileges, decline or withdraw representation, confidentiality clause in retainer agreements,